Scotty, I want to mention this to you. If you said to me, right, I had to get rid of one of my watches, the Breguet or the Inji, you know which one I would flick first?
Could you keep those and flick another one, or are you just dealing with these two?
Well, the problem with the other ones is I can't sell the Patek.
What's on your wrist now?
It's the Speedy!
Can you flick that?
No.
You really do love that.
I love the Speedy.
So
can't sell the Speedy. Can't sell the Speedy. Can't sell the Speedy. Can't sell the Explorer 2.
See, I
can't sell the Reverso and can't sell the Patek. So...
Hang on. Can't sell the Patek?
No. No, we can't.
Not yet. You don't want to...
I like the Patek. It's my dream watch. I always wanted one, and I finally got it. Scotty, and it's hard to sell. You've got to have a certain type of punter. Scotty, if I had to get rid of one of them, you know which one it would be? You would think the IWC, but the IWC's actually brought me nothing but good luck since I had it.
It's a good looking.
I would get rid of the Breguet, Scotty. As much as I love the Breguet, I like the IWC better.
But in saying that, you're saying that you'd rather.
I like the IWC.
But also you're saying that you'd rather have the Speedy over the Breguet.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yes, that is what I'm saying, Scotty. I can't get rid of my Speedy.
Not only would you keep the IWC and sell the Breguet, but you'd rather have the Speedy.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think of the Speedy?
Wouldn't you rather have the Breguet over the Speedy?
No, I love the Speedy. I can't. I got to have the Speedy in my life. I can't live without it, Scotty.
You'd have more than seller's remorse.
That's exactly right there. So I got to be completely truthful with you there. I would be getting rid of the Breguet.
Well, there's a few fans out there who said they'll take it off your hands once you finish with it.
Sure, 7,000 and it's theirs. What do you think?
That's what they're selling for online, I think.
US.
Even on straps. 7 US.
I don't know. We'll see what we can get for this. I love my watches. You know, I love them. But seriously, I was almost...
The Breguet is just so beautiful.
I don't know what it is about the Explorer 1. I've got a weak spot for it. It's the only watch I really care about. Besides the Explorer 2, which I already got.
Yeah.
Breguet's amazing. You must admit, that's a very clean example.
Yeah, you did very well.
That was your referral. You're the one who told me. It wasn't me. I didn't want to buy anything.
Well, I just saw it at that price. And hang on, 10% off.
I know.
36 US?
Yes.
3,600 US.
Yes, 3,600.
Yeah. We didn't know that the...
bracelet was for a midget.
Just didn't look at the bracelet size on the ad, but even so, with a short bracelet, it's still still a bargain.
It is a bargain.
It is a bargain, because even after you've spent the money, you've got the 4 links. You're still well under what you can get them for.
I know.
You're still ahead.
If I said to you, Scotty, I don't know, I love my IWC Morba, you know that? Can you understand that or not?
Well, I can.
That IWC is a brilliant watch. What do you think?
Oh, the Breguet is just so nice.
The Breguet is super cool.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think?
Well, you want them all.
You think I'm nuts, don't you?
Well, I would be inclined to maybe sell the Speedy and keep the Breguet.
Woo! I want to ask you another question. What's the best chronograph? What's the best chronograph here? What would you do?
One's definitely more iconic than the other.
Which one's that? They're both iconic.
Well, you'd have to say the Speedmaster's probably more iconic.
Breguet Type 20, is that they did do that.
Mm.
And did they really go to the moon?
No, they didn't.
That's a hoax, you know that, don't you?
Yes, no,
it is a complete hoax. It's a hoax. It's a hoax.
Look, everyone's got their opinion on it.
The only thing is,
let
me just say this to you. If they did hoax it, right?
Yes.
Why did they go so many times again? Like, if you hoax it, you just do it once and you shut up. You don't say it again and again and again.
There's questions. Why haven't they been since?
Well, they went a couple times. They went a couple times.
With all the innovation.
And they went a couple times.
Can't go back. They couldn't go back
NASA
today.
doesn't have the money today. NASA's broke, you know that?
I don't think they could go to the moon today. They couldn't do it.
We don't have the technology now.
Mm.
That technology's mothballed. It'll take a while before they could...
Do you want to know what makes me a bit suspicious about the moon landing?
What's that?
You can look this up. These are just facts.
Sure.
When they went to the moon, apparently they brought back a whole lot of moon rocks.
Of course.
And do you know that today there's hardly... They're all missing.
Is that right?
They're all gone. They had them in museums, they had them here, they had them there. But I don't know if they're all gone, but...
they're still just rocks, there's nothing special about them.
Yes, but I heard that they've mysteriously all gone, over the years, they've just been taken away.
So what does that prove?
Well, they don't want people taking samples of them and so forth. Because it probably prove that they're just rocks. Now, that's one. Now, the other is, did you know that the original film footage that they had on the tapes...
doesn't exist.
They recorded over the tapes. Why
would you do that?
Well, they said, videotape is expensive. We had to... we needed tapes to film. So we just recorded over the moon footage.
You'd never do that.
Would you really do that?
Would you really?
One of the biggest feats in history of mankind. You've got it on tape and you're going to record over it. Now what you see today, that's all been that's the original's been edited and digitalized. So what you see now is not quite the same.
You don't think they went there?
I don't think they went there, yeah.
Scotty, the Breguet or the Speedy? Look at this. What would you rather go for? What's cooler?
The Breguet.
You love that Breguet, don't you?
Look, the Speedy's good.
You love the Breguet, don't you?
But even if they didn't go to the moon, would you still love the Speedy? It was still a good watch before this the moon landing.
But what do you think? Which one do you prefer? The Breguet or the Speedy? You'd have to go Breguet, wouldn't you?
Well, it's worth a lot more. It costs a lot more. Does that mean it's better?
They're both Swatch Group pieces. You know that, don't you?
No, I didn't know that. Breguet Swatch, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they own Lemani and they own Omega. Because they've used that Lemani movement in Omegas.
Okay.
They have used Omega.
I thought that the Speedmaster had a Lemani movement in there. Or something related to a Lemani movement. You'll have to look that up. They
do.
Yes.
They do. They've used that, the Speedmaster. Look, I got to tell you honestly, Scotty, I think I've looks. The Breguet just rocks. What do you think? I mean, look at those bloody hands.
Well,
look at those hands. Look at those hands, Scotty. Look at those hands.
Get it on the bracelet and then put them side by side.
You reckon?
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you prefer to have? So I love the Speedy, but it's so iconic. You know, the moon landing, Scotty. Moon!
The moon, even though if it's a hoax?
Pretty good hoax, but don't you think?
But it was still a good piece, even before then. It's a 50s, isn't it?
It is 50s. Yeah. I mean, that's...
So it came out at least, 13, 14 years before the moon landing.
Exactly, Scotty. What would you do? If you had to have one chronograph, which would you... You'd pick the Breguet. You'd pick the Breguet any day of the week.
I think so.
Thank you, Scotty.